it's Candace. I had something in my heart, so I wanted to hop on here really quick and do a live. I'm just getting off of work, and yeah, I thought I would go live about something that's been going on, and I want to talk about vulnerability and your haters. So very recently, y'all know that we downsized over a period of really about a year, and we live in an Airstream trailer that's only 198 square feet. And I was very open about that journey on Facebook Live, on Facebook, on all my social media platforms, on my YouTube channel. I filmed videos on my Instagram. So I was very open about that. And very recently, I had an influx of comments from people either in person or on my social media platforms saying that they were unfollowing me because they did not agree with downsizing, that they felt like they didn't have issues with restraint in their finances. They could go to Target multiple times. Hey, Amanda, thanks for watching. That they could go to Target multiple times a week and not spend a ton of money. If that's true for you, that is amazing. I do not have that kind of restraint. In fact, I've been very open about, I've probably been to Target, I can count the times on one hand in the last 2 years, because it's a problem for me. I go in there and I buy a ton of stuff I don't need. Anyways, and there were comments like, I'm buying a bigger house because that's what I deserve, and I'm unfollowing you because I think minimalism is too extreme, and that doesn't make sense to me. But folks were making a point to say, I'm unfollowing you, or I'm not watching your journey, or I don't agree with what you're doing. And then it kind of got to, in person, I had people approach me and say they think that minimizing is ridiculous. They just now took out another mortgage for another home they're going to get, and just other different things. And I just want to let you guys know something I've been learning with my personal development and other things going on in my life. Here's the thing. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. Exactly, doctor. Exactly. Haters gonna hate. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. If you're on my Facebook, or you're on my Instagram, or you're on my YouTube channel, it stands to reason that you would like to know more about minimalism, or more about fitness, or more about nutrition, or more about whatever it is that I'm doing, that I'm involved in. I share that to be vulnerable because I feel like we, as humans in this life, in this world, we are created for community, and you need to find a community and people that support you in your journey. So here's what I want to remind you guys of, because I was thinking of this, especially the last message I received that was all like about talking about Target and basically saying to me I have no restraint and that's what my real issue is, which is true. I started to apologize. I started to type a message of, I'm sorry that this offended you. And then I thought, whoa, wait a minute, why am I apologizing? So here's my tip to you. Number one, don't apologize for your own journey. If you're deciding to share your journey of whatever it is you're doing, you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to stop smoking, you're gonna make a huge move, you're gonna try a different job, you're downsizing, if you're gonna share that journey, don't apologize for it. And as long as you're not demonizing people or calling other people out, and as far as I remember, I did not do that. I don't recall going on social media and like blasting people for having stuff. I simply shared my own problem and addiction really to stuffery and thingery, duping me into thinking I had security in that. Because y'all know I'm an ICU nurse. I work in a critical care area where people, unfortunately, are at the end of their lives a lot of the time, and not once have I heard a dying patient say, I should have worked more overtime, I should have had more stuff. It's usually experiences, memories, their family, time, their health, definitely their health if they're at the end of their lives. So those are the things that when I minimized our lives and still are minimizing and still decluttering, that's what we wanted to focus on. But that was our journey. So if you're on a journey right now doing whatever it is you're doing, don't apologize. And I did not apologize. I retracted my message and I thought, you know what? If people want to unfollow, that's their business. That's why we live in a free country. You don't want to find out what's going on my social media. I don't know why this is like shining in my eye. Then don't follow. So, the other thing I was going to say is that when you are vulnerable and you're out there in the world and you're telling people your feelings and you're sharing your heart, people want to see your vulnerability, but they are in turn somehow disgusted by their own. So sometimes when you're sharing your journey, it exposes other people in issues that they have underlying, or issues that they're dealing with or battling with overtly. It could be many different things, but I can't tell you how many times, as a very candid, heart on my sleeve kind of person, I've had people bully, manipulate me, hurt me so deeply because of that. So number one, I think with that, be aware of who you're sharing your journey with, because sometimes, people will turn it around on you and use it against you as a weakness. So watch out for that, because I've been burned before too, and I am learning about that every day, about relationships and what's more productive for me. Somebody behind me has their brights on, like major, whoa, yikes. So just remember that about when you're vulnerable about something, don't expect always for people to be comfortable with your vulnerability, and don't expect that same vulnerability to be echoed toward you. And you'll have the wisdom and discernment to do that as time goes on. I feel like I'm able to look back at some of my relationships and my conversations and my experiences through my life more maturely now that I remember that not everybody is a heart on their sleeve person. Not everybody responds to that. Some people, it takes them a really long time. So that was my other thing. And then the last thing I wanted to say is just to find your tribe. Like, definitely, if you're going through a huge life change, which is what I consider the minimalism downsides to, like, we basically went down from a house to living in a very small space, having more of a portable way of living, and I love it and I enjoy it, but not very many people that I interact with on a daily basis are doing that same thing. I don't mean people in the RV park. I mean, because obviously they're doing the same thing. I mean people in my daily life. And that's not to say they're not my tribe or not my people anymore, because they are, because they love and support me. But I say all this to say, if you're experiencing like a hater influx, just do a gut check about people you're surrounding yourself with. Are these people that are supportive of your journey? Are they in the same mindset as you are? Just be careful who you're gleaning comments from or opinion from. Just be really careful about that process. And I think that this subject of minimalism, I think I'm going to film a video on a couple of easy steps to start it, because I have had a lot of positive things come out of this process. People messaging me saying, how did you get started? I just need to get started. I want to have less stuff. My stuff is giving me anxiety, or I need to declutter because of another life circumstance. I've got to move, and I want to simplify. And that is amazing. I'm so excited for you guys. If this journey has inspired you, I hope it has, because it inspires me on a daily basis, having less stuff. And I'll go more in depth on that. I'm going to film a video, I think, for the YouTube channel on some easy steps and easy ways to downsize. But I wanted to hop on here really quick and just let you guys know what kind of was going on behind the scenes, because I was really, it was on my heart and I was bothered by it, because I thought, I'm going to say something about, that's kind of, I don't know, I was shocked, I guess, a little bit, but now that I'm stepping back from it and it's not so raw to me emotionally, I can see where being vulnerable in this regard can conjure up some haters, and it can feel controversial, it can feel countercultural to live in a small space, to commit to not owning too many things, or not having your stuff own you, I should say. So it's after work and I'm tired and I feel like I'm babbling and just word vomit. So I'm gonna hop off here. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this encouraged and inspired you, and have a great evening. Bye.